The Discover program brings the university community together around inquiry-based learning. And students are looking for a different kind of educational experience. They don't want to sit in a classroom and be lectured to. And so with the Discover program, we have made a commitment to change the way we think about teaching and learning, to engage students in their own learning and make them partners in that with us. We then drafted the Discover program as our quality enhancement plan. So it is a comprehensive effort to put inquiry-based learning throughout the curriculum, beginning with a first-year seminar, integrating it into the curriculum through the majors, and then thinking about what kinds of collaboration and one-on-one experiences students might have.
All of the seminars have a different theme. For example, we have a history professor who's teaching a Discover 101 course called Spying in America, and he used to work for the CIA. We have a communications professor, senior professor, teaching a section called From Babbling to Broadcasting. We have a nursing professor who's teaching a section called Survivor Marymount, and it's all about the mind-body wellness connection.
One of the projects that the students did was evaluating the nutritional aspects of fast food. I invited a yoga teacher into the class and we all did yoga together.
My teacher, Professor Leverett, was just so excited about expressing what a heroine or hero could be, how they were judged as a hero or heroine, and what they did to become famous for it.
The students selected their own hero or heroine, and they did research, and they prepared a presentation, and they also prepared a paper. We took 2 field trips off campus. We went to the Shakespeare Theater to see a production of Romeo and Juliet. We also went to the National Gallery of Art to see an exhibition on the Roman villa and the fall of Pompeii.
The other thing I think is so wonderful about the Discover program is that we're putting an emphasis on student-faculty collaboration. Faculty at Marymount have this incredible passion for their disciplines and their fields, and it gives them an opportunity to share that with their students one-on-one.
Dr. Ellis specifically has helped me focus my research towards juvenile justice. I focus on juvenile justice at work now.
I was really interested in the way that we could win a war without fighting it. Convincing people that democracy is the way to go is something that we're not going to do with weapons. It's something that we're going to do with ideas.
Zach and I talked public diplomacy, pursuing the diplomatic card by statesmen and leaders presenting American points of view to peoples rather than leader to leader or diplomat to diplomat. To sit down at length with Zach to talk about his research and his progress was just really thoroughly enjoyable.
Janelle Creed did a research paper on social networking and whether or not it had an impact on the donation level for not-for-profits. Extremely timely information.
I work for the National Council for Adoption, and I am adopted myself, and it's always been an interest of mine to be able to give my personal experience as well as to provide them with my professional experience.
The other thing I try to do with students is get them to think about how they can pursue research the rest of their lives.
I'm really excited to take this back to my organization and see what we can do with it.
Research that Shazi has been assisting me with will ultimately be applied to endangered sea turtles.
I help maintain the turtles and I help collect all the data.
One of the great things about the research we do here is it's directly applicable to a project that's going on the Belize soil. They have a great beach for hawksbill sea turtles.
This summer I'm going to be taking marine and tropical biology and we're going to Belize. I learned to swim just for this course.
It's great having students that are enjoying what they're doing, and it really keeps me interested in keeping going with my own research.
This summer, the Discover program is providing opportunities for a number of students to do research on campus with faculty mentors. The Student Research Conference is really a place to celebrate the research that our students are doing in all fields.
Over in the posters, they've done so much work, they put so much together there, and if you ask them, they get so excited about it. That's my favorite part, actually, believe it or not. I like the posters the best.
The green is Actually, the teen, like she was saying, the cell phone texting, which is a form of domestic violence, but it's under stalking. And I found out that in the civil law here in Virginia, it doesn't cover teenagers.
So I was looking at how gender affects people's perception of depression.
The project was to develop a logo for the nonprofit organization Gardenia House. It's a safe home for Guatemalan immigrants.
We use social cognitive theory in this, which is all about reinforcements and coping.
If you went to the research conference this year, you saw students from almost every major.
My paper was on Eusebius's claims that Emperor Constantine and Moses were equals.
I examined the potential benefits that art therapy could have on students with learning disabilities.
My topic is the title Son of Man from Ezekiel to the Gospel of John.
Our research was on the isolation of mitochondria from frozen liver using a modified buffer.
My thesis proves that China's environmental problems are political and are in need of a political solution, and that ENGOs are the political solution.
So the significance of this research is to understand the importance and the function of DJ1, because if it's been implicated in that rare form of Parkinson's disease, if we can understand how it works and if we can understand its function, then we know how we can deal with that particular disease.
Discover is a program that can really engage the entire Marymount community. Whatever the student's major, whatever the faculty member's particular interest or discipline, there's something great that they can do as part of the Discover program.
We've obviously captured their attention with research. They've gotten the bug.